block of North IH-35 Service Road southbound. Since that incident occurred, investigators have been working diligently to determine who all was involved in that incident, and since discovered that there was at least one male suspect that was involved. As a result of their continued investigation, officers were led to this apartment complex in the 1500 block of East Howard Lane, where they believed the male suspect to be inside one of the apartments. Upon our Lone Star Fugitive Task Force arriving on scene, they were able to confirm that the male suspect was indeed at this location and began trying to call him out. That male suspect was refusing to comply with their commands and was barricading himself inside of the apartment. As a result of him barricading himself inside and being involved in a homicide earlier today with a weapon, officers initiated a SWAT call out at this location. As our SWAT team was beginning to arrive on scene, but before the full team was able to get here, our Lone Star Fugitive Task Force continued their efforts to get the male to peacefully surrender, and he did in fact come out of the apartment and was detained without incident. Our investigation is still ongoing. However, thanks to the efforts of our homicide unit as well as our Lone Star Fugitive Task Force, we do have one male suspect in custody, and a second suspect has been identified and detained, currently being interviewed, all of this occurring within 9 hours of the original homicide having taken place. At this point in time, that's about all the information that we have related to it. Again, we do have one suspect in custody, and a second is just detained and being questioned.
Was he arrested here at this apartment complex?
Correct. Yes, sir. The male suspect was arrested here.
Would you happen to know the name of it?
I do not know the name of the complex.
1500 Howard Lane.
Yes, sir.
Are you pretty sure you got the guy? Are you guys still searching for anyone else? Are you reaching out to the public if anybody knows anything?
At this point in time, we believe we have everybody involved in the incident either under arrest or detained. So a arrest warrant has been filed, and so we do believe we have the suspect involved.
How are you guys able to make the connection and end up here?
So we have a large amount of resources that we try to dedicate to these types of calls. Obviously, homicide being one of the most significant crimes that can occur in a city, we devote a lot of effort to locating people, and so we have every lead that gets ran down, and just through a series of information that was collected is what led us to this location.
So basically, just to clarify, 2 arrests have been made.
1 arrest has been made. A second suspect is detained, and we're trying to determine their exact involvement.
The one that was arrested is gender? Is he male?
It is a male individual who has been a male, approximately 30 years of age, that has been arrested.
And the person that's detained, male or female?
I believe it's a female.
Female?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And he's the suspect in the I-35 shooting this afternoon?
Correct. The one that occurred at the 12,000 block of North IH-35, the one that occurred at approximately 12:30 today.
And your information, that was a road rage incident?
Correct. That was our initial information, was that it did appear to be a road rage type incident. Anything else?
Just so where do you go from here?
So obviously, just detaining a suspect and arresting someone doesn't end our investigation. We still try to understand and interview people as much as we possibly can. So that's why the investigation is still ongoing, but we've reached the point where we are confident enough to make an arrest in this incident. And so we've reached the level of probable cause where they filed a warrant, and we were able to link it to one person in particular.
Just to clarify, the female that is being detained, is she a suspect?
Like I said, her exact involvement, we're not sure, but we do believe her to be involved. So that's why she's only, at this point in time, just detained, and we're interviewing her to try to figure out any involvement she may have had. But at this point in time, she's not under arrest. She's just a person of interest that we're trying to obtain more information from.
Have you learned any more about the victim in this case since earlier today?
Yeah.
It was a female, correct?
Correct. Female victim, female adult victim. I don't have any more detail to release at this point in time. We don't release that information until the next of kin has been notified, as well as we're able to 100% positively identify the person, and to my knowledge, that has not occurred yet.
Is there any relation? Did the person that's in custody and also the female suspect Did they know the victim? Did you know?
That part I do not know. I do not know whether or not there's a relation or not. Okay. Anything else? You bet. Thank y'all.
Thanks for your help today, sir.
You
Appreciate
bet.
it. Thank you.
No problem.
Look good for you, man. You do your one of three.